Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, the Coach Coop Show. Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, Coach, Coop, the Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show. The Coach Coop Show.
Yo, what's going on? Miami Hurricanes fans and my college football family, and maybe an Ohio State fan or two. I know there's a couple of them that watch this channel. And speaking of Mr. Chris Gaffney, who is sitting on top up there, thank you very much for blessing the stream with the big five, Chris. That was him there. He was there in person with me and some other people here on the channel when Miami beat Clemson. Heck of a game, amazing memories there. Hoping to make some more memories tomorrow night. We're gonna keep it short, sweet, and to the point tonight. But I did want to take maybe like an hour and a half, and just talk about this matchup a little bit more once again, hit on some of the high notes, and then, of course, take some phone calls from you guys, from the college football family, and get those score predictions. If you can get it right, you win $600. Coach Hayes is crashing out on his live stream. Good. This is exactly the energy that we need. And I understand that, we have multiple Canes channels that are live tonight. So a little bit of competing there, but that's not the way we look at it. It's the night before a big game. Everybody's going to be live. Everybody's going to want to talk about it. Just go show love to everybody. All of us know each other. It's all a good time. This is not my usual time, right? You typically play on a Saturday, and there might be one game a year you play on a Friday, or in our case, a Sunday against Notre Dame. So I'm not usually live on a Tuesday night here. So this is a very different time slot for me. But we got to get in the fan call-in show. We got to give you guys an opportunity, a chance. Reverb. Wait, what? Oh, my bad. I thought you guys were saying that I was echoing. I got to give you guys a chance to win the $600. I was laughing at Chris's message when he sent the 5. Chris is a big believer, and I'm not saying that I doubt him in any way. In the refs, when it comes to Ohio State, and maybe greasing some palms a little bit. He said, can we please get all of the refs' bank accounts reviewed and monitored for any deposits from people involved with Ohio State? Appreciate you, Chris. So let's talk about it. Shout out to everybody that's here. Blanket thank yous. Good to see you. Let me know if you are nervous about this game. That was a big topic, something that we discussed quite a bit going into the Texas A&M game, and most people were in the same boat as me when they said more excited than nervous. I don't really know. It's weird, right? Because people say you got to be nervous, right? This is the quarterfinals. It's one step closer to a national championship, and you are playing the Ohio State. You got to make sure you put that "the" in front of it. Aren't you scared? This is the big dogs. But we find ourselves in a pretty interesting situation, right? Coach Hayes is fired up. Oh, give me a minute. We've been live 5 minutes. The thing is, with this one, overflow of adrenaline. The thing with this is Miami is a big underdog in this one. We all know that Ohio State is favored by 9.5 points. The Canes are not expected to win, right? We might believe that Miami can win. We might expect the guys in the orange and green to win, but nobody outside of Miami fans, for the most part, is picking Miami. There are a lot of people that want to say, I know Josh Pate was one of them. A lot of people were sending me the link to his video. He's obviously been hyping Miami up all season, talking about how physical the team is and how, Ohio State's not played a team that's going to be as physical with them as Miami will be, but then turns around and picks Ohio State to win. But then says, but I'm going to take Miami at the +9.5. So not a whole lot of people here believing in Miami. But here's the deal. If Miami ends up winning this game, guess what? We shock the world. Miami beat Ohio State? That's not possible. Ohio State doesn't get into the playoffs and then lose. What are we talking about? We shock everybody.
Can we bet the refs put on a flag clock? Only 5 seconds after a play ends to throw a flag. Also, ref has to be within 15 yards of foul.
It's going. I know for a fact you will be closely monitoring the officiating. And we need you doing that, Chris. We need you putting them on blast. Have the phone out, be on social media, tagging the NCAA, the ACC. Appreciate you, Chris. But I think, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm going to speak for myself here. It's awesome just to even be in this position in the first place. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm grateful for this opportunity to watch Miami play yet another meaningful game here in December. Heck, I mean, a lot of times we're used to the season being done. It's over in November. And who cares about the bowl game? We're playing another big-time game in December. Now, I don't want to sound like it's loser talk. It's not me saying, well, if we end up not winning, it's no big deal. No, hear me out. We want to win and we expect to win. If Miami did end up losing, we will then have an idea of how close or far away Miami might be from playing at that level. If Ohio State is as good as everybody says that they are, and they are a pretty darn good football team. I think they don't play a whole lot of really good football teams, to be fair, but they're definitely stacked. They have some talent, right? So I think it's just an interesting situation, and why, because I've been trying to figure out why I'm not nervous. That's basically what I'm talking about. Why am I? This is the biggest game so far this season. Playoffs. Lose, go home, win. You're one step closer to a national championship. Why don't I have butterflies? I'm thankful to be here. I'm grateful, and I think this team is built for a deep playoff run. And I think it's insane. And I am one of the people that thinks that the 9.5 is a little bit disrespectful. Yeah. I think so. Everybody was talking about how good Texas A&M was a couple weeks ago, and now they're talking about how not good they are. It's just the craziest thing to me. But what a crazy couple of days leading up to this game, right? My man Bryce with the 37 months pulling the trigger. Thank you, bro. He says, Coop, lace them boots up. Let's shock the world. Also, F Ohio State. Nah, it's the U. Let's go, Canes. Man, I like that energy from Bryce. Yo. Appreciate you, bro. Ain't got the time or energy to be nervous. True. That's fair. That's fair. But I will say, I've not had a lot of one-on-one interactions with the majority of the Ohio State fan base. I know one or two Ohio State fans. I talk to them here and there. Good people. Nice guys. Been friends with them for a while, as a matter of fact. But now that we are playing them, it blows my mind how... This is not talking about their entire fan base, but I'm purely bringing up the ones that I have personally interacted with online, how entitled they seem. The ones that I have talked to act like it's almost disrespectful that Miami is even going to step onto the same football field as them. And it was really just kind of wild to me. Anytime I would try to talk football or break this down online, look, I know X is a cesspool. I get it. But I would just get hammered from Ohio State fans. Not even an ounce of respect for Miami. And that's okay. That's cool. We didn't get a whole lot from Texas A&M fans either. So I am hoping and praying, because nobody thinks Miami has a chance outside of Miami fans and a few select small group of people. So can you imagine? Miami was just in Texas a few weeks ago and handled business at the home of the 12th man. Now they're traveling right back to old Texas again. Going to be in AT&T Stadium. And outside of us, Canes fans, not really anybody else believes. So we're going to see. Danny got Miami. Yeah, again, it's not many. It's not many, though. I appreciate you, Region. Good to see you, bro. So let's jump over and get a check. We'll talk about the game here just a little bit before we open up the phone lines. Like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Let's talk it up. Let's chat it up a little bit about the game. I know people are probably laughing, Coop. Why are we even looking at the weather? I know it's the game is inside, but maybe, you're traveling to it. Maybe you want to get out and walk around during the day tomorrow and you haven't had a chance to see what the weather is like. It's going to be beautiful. Going to be absolutely beautiful. It's a 60, mid 60s, 70s, sunny day. And then by the time everything kicks off, you're in the 50s. It's clear. Again, doesn't matter. You're going to be inside, but maybe for the people that are outside and around and out and about. Uniform combo. That's right. There it is again. The all-white Stormtroopers for the quarterfinals. Is this one of those situations where
This is what it takes.
we're rolling with the same because we had success against A&M and this is what we wore and let's not change it up? Is it one of those?
Cocaine's sign of the horns.
Or is it just because these look badass and it's just a sick combo? I don't know. It could be a combination of the two. Both are a pretty good reason to wear them. Yeah. Thank you, Tropical, for the 305. I agree. We've been waiting for this. You're right, for a really long time. And people reference, the last time Miami played Ohio State, Miami beat them. But we're talking about right here, this is different, right? There's a lot more at stake. There's a lot more on the line for this game.
This is what it takes.
Unknown Faith, appreciate
On
you.
the side of your helmet.
Birthday.
What's up, Co-op? My birthday prediction is 17 to 24.
24-17. Kind of close to what I got. I like it. Thank you for the 2, Unknown Faith. Happy birthday. Forget what everybody else thinks. As long as we believe, that's all that matters.
On the side of your helmet.
Hey, a Co-op. 421 a.m. Here,
Jeez.
conditioning myself for the 230 a.m. kickoff.
Fair. Yeah, but when you got that different time zone, that's crazy. That's wild. SFC Kane, thank you so much for the big 5. I'll sit you up there with Chris. Thank you for the love, bro. Good. I mean, hey, cannot miss this game. Absolutely cannot miss this game. Thank you, bro. Team captains. I had to zoom it in because they made it small again this week like they did for the A&M game. You got Mark Fletcher. You got C.J. Daniels, Mawanoa, Ruben Bain, Cooper, Mesidor, Teray, and Keontae Scott. Let's clap it up for the captains.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Hurricane Logan from Lithuania lol.
Oh, I knew it was you, Logan, because of the profile picture. I, however, did not know that you were in Lithuania. That's crazy. Stay safe, my friend. And as always, like I tell you, appreciate your service. Thank you, bro. Lithuania. Watching the Canes beat Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl from Lithuania. Insane times we're living in. You already told your boss you're punching in late tomorrow night. That's a good idea. It's a good idea. Go ahead and let them know. So that's your team captains for this game. I did want to share the picture of the boss man, Mario Cristobal, shaking hands with Ryan Day. A lot of people are pointing out the eye contact and the facial expressions here. Obviously, these are two guys that are going to try to be alphas in the room. There you have it. I don't know. Make whatever you want of that. I did also want to share. It's funny because you guys are familiar with Grant, right? NMD. I've been on his channel before. He posts some Miami content. He had reposted from the interview with offensive coordinator Shannon Dawson, and I just wanted to share it because I'm assuming most of you have already heard this, but it's worth a listen again. Or if you haven't heard it, it's definitely worth hearing this. It's so funny. So you're going to hear it. You're probably going to recognize the voice and who is asking the questions and who's talking to him. I don't take any credit for this. We'll keep it kind of small here on the screen, but you want to hear what Shannon Dawson has to say. This is good stuff.
Doing video casts where saying Miami can't score. If Ohio State gets to 14 in this game, they win. So there's this crazy perception now that Miami can't score, and there have been times this year where you could score. Obviously, sometimes you struggled, but it does create kind of like a visual.
They didn't win their last game.
Yeah.
Did they? How many points did they?
I won't keep pausing it, but you got to admit, I know we get frustrated sometimes with Dawson, but I like how fiery he is and how blunt he can be at times. And when he calls people out, right, he's super entertaining for sure. He speaks his mind for the most part. There's some coach speak, obviously, but he doesn't mind saying some things. Day looks about 5'5" in that pic, does he? Mario is a little bit taller than him, ain't he? Yeah, the Ohio State fans were so excited about this picture. They zoomed in and they were referencing the bags under Ryan Day's eyes, and they were talking about how much this means he's locked in. I don't know. I see it as maybe more he's not getting good sleep because he's nervous. Because there's so much pressure on Ohio State. Like we said, Miami played a game a few weeks ago in the playoffs. And I understand that Ohio State was basically awarded a bye week for having a good season, even though you did end up ending with the loss in the Big Ten championship game. But I'm hoping that maybe they're a little bit rusty. They've not played football here in a bit. Miami's kind of in a groove, right? Let me go back to it here. Daxter's daddy, lifelong diehard Ohio State fan here, but I really enjoy your show. We appreciate you being here, bro. Rep your squad. Rep your squad 100%. 31-9, though. Okay, hold on a second. Let's finish watching this video. We got to talk about that score prediction.
They score.
Yeah, very good point. Yeah.
I mean, nobody, Indiana won 13-10, and nobody's saying anything about that. That's just a great win by them.
Yeah.
It's an unbelievable win by them.
Yeah, nobody's saying Ohio State
we
can't
win
score.
10-3, and it's like the win sucks. We really lost. Yeah, I don't buy into that. I don't pay attention to idiots, so it doesn't matter.
So how does it feel to be people like Urban Meyer going out and doing?
Hold on, maybe you didn't catch it.
Yeah, I don't buy into that. I don't pay attention to idiots, so it doesn't matter.
So
One more time. One more time.
We really lost. Yeah, I don't buy into that. I don't pay attention to idiots, so it doesn't matter.
So how does it feel?
I got a really good laugh out of that. I've had that on repeat on and off over the last day or two. It was cracking me up. He said, I don't pay attention to idiots online. Now, anyways, I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Let's, I am Battlefield. Good to see you.
I'm ready for revenge.
Appreciate the two. Thank you for the love. Hope you've been doing good. Updated injury report, at least the most up-to-date one that I can find. There was one floating around from the 28th, so that would have been 2 days ago. This one was posted yesterday at 8:10. Not a whole lot of changes, at least not for Miami. We knew that Damari Brown was going to be out. Obviously, that's kind of a bit of a bummer because the history between Damari Brown and Jeremiah Smith. You were hoping that maybe he could recover in time and be ready to go. But if he's not 100%, you don't want a guy out there trying to make it work when you're trying to cover a receiver like Jeremiah Smith. You need those guys to be 100%. So you got Brown out, Bryant, Upshaw, and Simpson. For them, Not really missing any major names here, but you can see what they've got out, doubtful, and questionable. Probably the best way to be up to date with this, and this is just a shameless plug here. Watch the Inside Insight episode that I posted a couple of hours ago, because I brought on Colton, who not covers Ohio State, but he's a big Ohio State fan, very knowledgeable. Came highly recommended by the Orange Bowl boys and some other people. They said, Coop, if you're going to bring on an Ohio State fan, bring on that guy. And he gave us an update on the injury report. He helps break it down from their point of view, from a Buckeyes fan. So it's interesting to see how they view this game. And his score prediction as well, right? Like, I've got it a 3-point game. He had Miami losing by, what was it, like 13 or 17 or something. Most believe that Ohio State is going to run away with this late in the game, which I don't know. It's just crazy to me when you look at Miami and the games that they have played. I guess you could maybe argue that most of those teams are not as good as Ohio State. I just don't see, not with this Miami defense and the way that they've been playing. You know, even if maybe the offense is struggling a tad and they're not putting up big points, I think that Miami's defense can limit any team in the country that we face. I don't see how anybody can think that you're going to beat Miami by 17 or 21. I don't know. I don't know how anybody could think that, even if you're the most loyal, diehard Ohio State fan. I don't know. It seems like everybody latched on to the SMU and Louisville loss and then just thinks that Miami is fake. Miami's nothing but a bunch of frauds. They don't deserve to be here. They're going to get exposed. Miami gets here, wins round 1 against Texas A&M, which, again, yet another reminder, everybody said that was a good-ass football team. Now they're not. Miami wins in a low-scoring game. It doesn't matter if you win by 1 or 100 in the playoffs. You win, you move on. You can cry and complain about it all you want. Win by 1 point, you go to the next round. You don't need style points. I mean, if you win big, obviously that's cool. You could brag about it, but you don't have to. You have to find a way to win. Miami went into enemy territory, very hostile environment, and won a low-scoring game. They handled business. They did what needed to be done, and they got the W. I just don't think, I'm not saying Ohio State's not good, but do we not feel like they're maybe overhyping them a little bit? They played Texas early in the season, won 14-7. You play maybe 2 total good teams on your schedule, somewhere around that. I'm not trying to compare to Miami's. I'm purely looking at Ohio State. And you did beat those teams in the way that you should. Ohio State's limiting teams to 8 points per game. Nobody's putting up big points on them. Then you play another good team, decent team, depending on how you look at it, in Indiana, and you lose. So again, to think that they're just going to blow the doors off of Miami, I do not understand that train of thought. I don't know how you come to that conclusion if you break this thing down. I don't know. It's just wild to me. 25? Okay, so 25 with their strength of schedule. I don't know off the top of my head, so I'm trusting y'all. So I wanted to talk, we'll open up the phone line here in just a second. Did want to just recap on the keys to a victory. Obviously, we could go over 100 of them, but just some that are pretty important to me, I think. You got to be physical with Jeremiah Smith. And I mean, that obviously applies to all of their receivers, Tate as well. But this could be personal for Jeremiah Smith. It's not like he has hate towards Miami, not that I'm aware of. He seems like a stand-up guy. Hate that he went to Ohio State, but it is what it is. But you got to be physical with that guy. He's regularly putting up triple digits receiving this season. You also need to be efficient in the red zone. Ohio State is great in that department, so Miami is going to have to match that. Pass rush has to wreak havoc. You can't let the quarterback Sayans sit back there and just pick this Canes defense apart because he's super accurate. In big special teams plays, across the board. You know, we almost had a big return from Malachi Toney in that A&M game. Barely gets tackled there. He trips over. Somebody gets close to him. He trips over his own foot. We're going to need something big. Bain blocked the field goal. We're going to need something. And I mean that both ways. You cannot allow Ohio State to end up with the short field. Do not give them favorable field position. They don't need any extra help. So going to have to see big plays from special teams. And just keep in mind, I know we've been talking about the last few days, but just keep in the back of your mind that Ryan Day, the head coach, is taking over play calling for the offense. So I don't really know. I don't know how to feel about it because I know he has experience doing that. But what's the game plan going to look like early? I can't wait to see what that first initial scripted drive is. Are they going to try to test Miami's defense? Are they going to take any deep shots initially to kind of feel it out? See if Smith or Tate or some of those receivers can get separation. Are they going to play it safe and run the ball? They're rushing for over 150 per game. Their running back has over 1,000 yards this season. What are they going to do? Are they going to try to play the quick game? Are you going to try to get Sayin comfortable? What's the approach going to be? It's going to be so fun to watch this game, especially early on. But my score prediction, you guys have probably already seen it. 20-17. I got Miami winning by 3. Yes, I acknowledge that nobody has put 20 points on Ohio State this season. The most points scored on the Buckeyes was by Illinois, and Illinois put 16 on them. I have 20. Wait, who's Dan? Who are we going? Okay, let me check something just real quick. Put a 1 if you're an Ohio State fan. Let me see. We welcome fans of all teams. There might be more Ohio State fans in here than I realized. We might have as many as 5 in here. Miami ain't got talent. Now hold up, though. Now hold on. I know it's easy to spot a troll. I know you don't believe what you just typed because I'm going to sit here, and it doesn't mean you have to reciprocate, but I'm just saying Ohio State has talent. You're telling me you don't think Miami has talent? Do I have to say something nice about the Buckeyes for you to say something nice about the Canes? You're telling me Miami doesn't have talent. I know you don't believe that. There's no shot you believe that. If anything, wouldn't you want to hype Miami up just a little bit? Because then if you lose to that team, I say this all the time, you lost to a team that has no talent. Holy smokes, imagine that. Texas A&M just lost to a team with no talent. According to college football math, Texas A&M not only lost to Miami, but they also lost to SMU and Louisville because those teams were apparently good enough to beat Miami, the team that beat them. So do you really want to be the team that lost to the team with no talent? And then you also, after losing in the Big Ten Championship to Indiana, you also want to add a loss to SMU and Louisville? That's how it works. I don't make the rules. But we like the trash talk here. We welcome it. Fire away. Ohio State, like we said, 9.5-point favorite. The over-under dropped a little bit. It's down to 41.5. It's going to be funny, even though these defenses are solid. It's going to be funny if it does end up just being a high-scoring game. It'll be very interesting to see. I wanted to take another quick look here at the bracket just as a refresher before we get the phone lines opened up. We will be the only playoff game on tomorrow, so you best believe the world will be watching 7:30 p.m. And then on the 1st, you're going to see everybody else. I took the screenshot before they had moved Oregon over here, but there'll be the noon game. Then it'll transition to Bama, Indiana.
This is what it take.
Then Ole Miss and Georgia will be the night game. But we're the Lone Rangers on tomorrow.
They said I was mentally unstable just 'cause I believe no matter the obstacles, no matter the tribulation in front of our team, I bet they believe me now.
Roach Killer! Appreciate the big 5, bro. You always believed. Yeah. You did always believe. And I appreciate you watching, my friend. I know you don't root for the Canes. And the thing is, I understand that people are a bit, I don't know, shell-shocked is not the right word from that A&M game where Miami only put up 10 points. The way I look at it is I fully acknowledge Ohio State's defense and what they've been able to accomplish this season. But I think given what's at stake here and what I believe the approach will be to this game, I think it opens up some opportunities for Miami to reach that 20 mark. I understand that it looks crazy. I know that I sound insane right now. To be fair, pretty much every prediction sounds insane to someone who doesn't agree with it until it happens, right? And maybe I'm way off. Maybe the final score to this game is 6-3, you know, or it's something low scoring like that, and it could be. And this is under, so I'm under the point total here with the 22-17. But I do think there's going to be some opportunities to make some plays here for both of these teams, for sure. You're cautiously optimistic. Yeah, I will. I'll open the phone lines here in just a second. And what we'll do is we'll take some phone calls from you guys. We can chat it up about the game for a couple of minutes, and then get the score predictions from everybody, so you can be entered to win the $600. I've kind of just spoke my piece on this one. It was a weird week because it's a short week, with it being, you know, a Wednesday game, but I've really kind of said everything that I wanted to say about it. So there's no reason for me to go any deeper than that. Natty Ticket's lowest current price is $2,500. And Joel, I saw your message and I pinned it up, and then I got distracted. This is insane. This is not a plug. All right. It's not a plug for Fanatics Live. Can I show them this really quick, Joel? But Joel downloaded Fanatics Live. Like I said, I'm not plugging them right now or nothing. I'm just talking about it. Joel downloaded Fanatics Live and opened a Pokemon pack. I jumped on the stream with him, and he was like, "I'm going to open a Pokemon pack. What should I get?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like, you know, he don't collect Pokemon. I do." He opened it. This is just for the people that know. Okay, if you know, you know. And it had that in it. If you know, you know. And I'll be able to tell who knows. He legit opened it and it had that in it. And he can retrieve it and they'll mail it to him. Like I said, not a plug. It was insane. I was watching it live. Insane, if you know. I'm super serious. And he'll confirm it for me. Yep. Now, what is a plug that I want to share here right quick, because they're powering the phone lines tonight, is Sleeper, my go-to sports app. And I just want to show you guys what I have entered on the app for a little picks contest. I actually selected an NFL game, the Seahawks and the 49ers, and I feel really good about this one. All you have to do is pick more or less on player stats, and you can turn your sports knowledge into real money. I have Sam Darnold for 200-plus passing yards and Parasol for 43.5 receiving yards. $10 turns into $20. Nice little double up. If you saw $10 on the ground, would you pick it up or not? You know? But shout out to Sleeper. Check them out. Top link in the description. Just make sure when you click it, you use code word COOP. I think if you click the link, it automatically plugs it in. The app is free to download. Doesn't cost you a thing. But if you want to try the picks contest, make sure you plug in COOP so you get that 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. You can see I use it. We've won 15 contests. We've won $437. Love the app. I really enjoy making those picks and then seeing how it plays out and tracking it on there. It's a ton of fun. So shout out to Sleeper. I really, really appreciate y'all for sponsoring the video. Check them out. What's that card worth? About $3,000. No joke. About 3K. You thought I ditched Sleeper? Oh, no. No. Let me get the phone lines opened up. We'll get y'all in here. You can speak your mind. I do need to update the board. It was actually Logan and Roach Killer. As we get the phone line open up here, then the calls will be rolling in. Kane and Roach. It's always impossible for me to spell, bro. I will never get it right. You can be on here for 20 years and I'm still not going to be able to spell it. I'm just being real with you. Here we go. Maybe an Ohio State fan will call in. Do you know how cool that would be? We could get one to call in and give us their little quick perspective here. Don't be shy. Don't bite. It'll take it a second to work the kinks out. It's what it's been doing these last few weeks. We can talk all we want since we play in tomorrow. That's right, Tyler. Taylor. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. It doesn't feel real because it's a Wednesday. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't view. I'm just waiting for the phone line is open. It just, for some reason, it's been lagging out for the first 30 seconds or so when I turn it on. So here in a minute, a call will come through. Just keep trying. I'm not ignoring anybody. It's just, it kind of lags out for a second. I don't look at New Year's as a holiday. I've always had to work New Year's. I've never had time off on New Year's. So for me, I just look at it as another day. So I'm not in time off mode. I'm not in vacation mode. It feels weird. It does not feel like there should be a game tomorrow. It's odd to me. Come on. Get it going. Did Tennessee come back and win, or did they lose their bowl game? Ooh, buddy. I'm not saying a thing. I'm just looking at it. Man, oh man, do I have some things to say to some of my family members tomorrow. Come on, phone line. I don't know why it's been doing this. My apologies. I don't know why it acts funky. Let me try to actually just call one of you and see if maybe it'll pull it out of the funk. Biggest game of the year, and Coop's phone line is not working. Thank you, technology. All right, let me refresh it again. Just keep talking trash. What's the phone number? Look at the left-hand side of the screen. 865-229-4131. I don't know why it's been doing this to me. It's just locked up. All right, let me try something else. Been doing this for 9 years. High quality production show going down here. I just started doing this a few weeks ago, just out of the blue. It just says can't take phone calls. That's it. No error message. No nothing. I'm trying, y'all. Do I think Dawson gets fancy tomorrow with all the trick plays? It's so tough to say, right? I don't know, because that was the game plan for A&M early. They adjusted, changed it up. And if you remember, he even said that Carson came up to him and said, hey, let's hit that A gap. I see it. It's there. It's open. We're pushing those guys around a little bit. They started doing it, and they saw success. I think, tell me your opinion on this, because I made this comment online, and people told me that I was out of my mind. Do you think that Miami could hang with Ohio State if it came down to who is more physical? Because I said yes. And people laughed me off of Twitter whenever I said that. I said, what do you mean? You think that Miami can't hang with Ohio State in the trenches? Are you serious? Come on. Start working. I'm sorry, guys. I have no idea what's going on. We might have to take phone calls a different way tonight. Okay, so yes, we are the physical. No, and they weren't trolling. They were breaking it down for me, telling me, yes, you do not want to get into a battle of physicality here with Ohio State down in the trenches because you will lose that. So, okay, buddy. Tell me, I will acknowledge what Ohio State has done this season, but apparently you've not watched any Miami games. Come on, bro. The phone line has to work. Maybe now it will. I think it's working. Okay, I think we're good. Kyle, what's up?
What up, Coop?
We
How
got
you
it,
doing,
man. You fixed it. I don't know what
Good.
the heck was
Good.
going on, but now it worked. You called and it came through. I saw, and I see your guys' calls. Like I said, I see Chris Gaffney, Taylor, Metal Guy, MS, Bryce, Brian. I see you guys, and we'll get to them. It should work normally now. I don't know. It's like that first one. Something just got to break through, and then it starts working.
Well, that's good. I'm glad it got up and working for you.
So what do you think, man?
It's
These
gonna be a
Ohio
big
State
game.
fans are telling me that Miami can't hang in the trenches.
I mean, I know they're good. I mean, I just like almost any opponent we've had, I really don't see enough of them to know, like tit for tat, like every player and like, oh, like they're this good against our guys. But all I know is like what we have on the front seven is just like, you can't tell me that like they can't stand toe to toe with a great team like Ohio State, I give like Ohio State all the credit. I mean, I feel like if we beat them, it's a good
I don't know,
chance,
maybe
you can.
Maybe winning so much that often, no matter who you're playing, just rots your brain. And you just automatically assume that you're better than everyone else. You get used to winning, right?
Right. It's like those. There's certain blue bloods to me, like Notre Dame and Ohio State, and some of those that are just like they're entitled. Like not all of them, but
Yeah,
they're just
it's never
the
all
bad
of them.
majority.
Yeah.
It's that bad minority, I guess, is that's like, it's just like, who are you compared to us? It's the same thing we've been dealing with since back in the day, with Nebraska and Notre Dame and those type of teams that said that we couldn't stand toe to toe with them. We beat them, like we beat Nebraska in '83 for our first national title in Miami. So I think it can be done. I just think we have to show up really hard on defense like we did against A&M. But I think our offense, we need to have the running game and the passing game. We need at least 200 yards rushing and about another 200 passing.
I
think
just
it's going
hope
to have to be that kind of game.
that the ball security from Beck is there once again. Because, we know he didn't put up big numbers against A&M. Hopefully it's better tomorrow, and he's fully capable of that. He can do better and be better, but I still just don't want him to turn the ball over. Like we said, Ohio State's offense doesn't need any extra opportunities to put points on the board. So that's going to be big.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a similar kind of game that we're going to have to play like Indiana did against them, where I was noticing, like just watching the highlights of that game yesterday, that like Mendoza was able to make those last little throws that they didn't see coming. So it's like they didn't really read that progression because he took some time in the pocket, you know, kind of scrambled a little bit, and then he threw that last second dime. We almost need to have that. That might be able to keep them off kilter, but also we need to throw deep passes because against A&M, those deep passes just wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I feel like we can't go through the whole playoffs with that kind of play on offense in the passing game, you know.
Well, and you're telling me that people don't think that Miami's D-line can get after saying like Indiana's did?
Oh, dude, and that's the
and
thing,
I hate
man.
to like compare us to Indiana. It's just a lot of Canes fans bring that up because that's Ohio State's only loss this season. It's the last game that they played, so of course we're going to reference it. Now, that's what everybody does. You're like, oh, did this team provide the blueprint? Is this how we do it? So yeah, we're going to talk about it, of course.
I mean, yeah. Again, I don't know how much better our defensive players are to Indiana's, but if you're telling me that Indiana could do what they did. On, you know, because I feel like Signetti has built a good, you know, I mean, he's obviously built like Indiana to being a power, which is nuts in and of itself. But I think it's just like, I mean, dude, we already have the belief, which I just think, like, I don't know how much better we are to their players, but if you're telling me they could beat Ohio State, our defense is fully capable. It's fully capable. And if we get turnovers like we did even in the A&M game, and we get pressure to Sayin, because I said it in the A&M game, if we get pressure to their quarterback, then we win the game. So we just need to create turnovers and, you know, get sacks.
So speaking of winning the game, we I still don't have the score prediction cam fixed, so just pretend that we're on it. It'll count. It'll be official. What do you got? This is going to be the stream where I'm actually curious because, again, I think most people still believe it will be competitive and both these football teams are good. So is there a Canes fan out there that maybe thinks Ohio State wins and is willing to say it for a chance to win $600 if that's what they actually believe, you know, will happen?
Yeah. What's the most, Coop, do you know of any team that's scored on Ohio State?
16 points from Illinois.
16.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Okay, because I was going with what I think, and I'm kind of giving, and this was in my head, 16-14.
Is that what you want to go with?
That's what I want to go with. Because, I mean, I don't care if we win by a point or by 2 points or whatever. I think it's going to be that kind of scoring. I don't think it's going to be, I mean, unless like both offenses are just unreasonably good that night and the defenses for whatever reason are giving up big chunk plays, I just don't think it's going to be a high scoring game. I don't even think either team reached the 30s if it's a battle.
Yeah, it's tough because, I mean, Ohio State's holding teams to around 8 points, which obviously is really good, but Miami's at 13. That's also a very respectable number. We talked about same thing, not trying to compare Ohio State to Texas A&M, but everybody was talking about, you know, got these explosive guys and stuff, and what do you hold them to? A field goal.
Yeah.
So just saying that this could be a lower scoring game.
Yeah. I mean, even the last time, in the national title game, it was, you know, 31-24, but that with overtime. So, you know, it only got higher scoring because of that.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be lower scoring. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy.
All right. Well, Kyle, I got you locked in 16-14, and you did, and Miami on top, right?
Yeah, Miami on top.
I'll just making sure.
14.
All right.
Oh,
16-14 Canes. All right, bro. I appreciate it. I'm hoping this is not the last time we speak getting score predictions for a game. I hope we're bringing in the new year knowing that we got another game coming in January, that the season is rolling over into 2026, you know?
I'm going to be crushed this season if we don't get to the Natty, obviously, because it's in Miami, and I would love for Mario to bring it back to Miami. Dude. That would just be just insane. It'd be the craziest. It'd make me feel like this is the best team ever, even though I don't, you know, obviously we've had other great teams, but
I feel you.
I don't know, man. It's
All right,
tough
man.
one.
I got you locked in.
Yep. Thank you,
All
Coop.
right. We'll
Go
see you
Cams.
tomorrow. All right. Peace, bro.
Yep. See you tomorrow night. Yep.
Yeah, and you have to give some respect again to Mario Cristobal. Like I say, you got to look at it this way. We can also talk about the bad and acknowledge it, but you can also sit here and say he won 5, 7, 10, and now minimum of at least 11. He has done nothing but win more games each and every year, and even though there have still been the really frustrating ones, losing to the teams we shouldn't lose to, here we are every year winning more games, and now in year 4, we're in the playoffs. Not only in the playoffs, we win the first round, and now we're in the quarterfinals playing Ohio State. These are the big stages that we prayed for, that we've been dying to be on. And we're here. And we're here. We're not content with just getting here, but I'm just saying we're here. Got to give him a little bit of credit for that. All right, it's open back up. It's fixed. Yep, it's working. MS79, how the heck are you?
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, brother.
Exactly. I'm hoping it's going to be a real happy new year, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I saved all mine. I told everybody I don't want a gift. I just want Miami to whoop up on them stupid Buckeyes.
I told everybody what I want is to just take any gift you were going to get me and put it in a pot and save it towards national championship tickets.
There you go.
You know?
That would be awesome. I definitely think we got this, man. I think it's going to be a fight. And again, it could go either way, you know. It's not going to be – I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
I would be shocked either way, a blowout from either team. I just don't see how it would even be possible.
Yes, look at the teams that are built like us that they already played. So they played Indiana, they lost. They played Michigan. And Michigan, I don't think is as good as us. And even though that's a rivalry game. And then – what did you say? It was Iowa, right? Iowa's built kind of like, you know, they got a good defense, but Iowa's offense isn't very good. You know, so I watch a lot of football outside. You know, I watch, you know, all like SEC and Big Ten and all that stuff, man. And I'm just saying, I see us being like them. I just don't think they've seen. I don't know, man. If we can get to their quarterback, I think it's going to be a lot like the Notre Dame game.
Okay.
I mean, Carr was young, right? You know, they're going to have to get the ball out fast because we know our defense is getting there. Our front four is going to get there quick.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sorry, I don't think OS Boo's front four or seven are as good as some we've seen, to be honest. But
fair.
I'll make it quick. I think it's going to be 23-17. I saw Dim Canes earlier say that, but I already had that number picked too. I'm going 23-17 Canes.
Hey, you know the drill around here. Say that score no matter what, no matter who else says it. 23-17. I like it. I'm 20-17. So you got Miami putting up 3 more points. I'd take it.
Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, I don't think it's going to be high scoring, but I still think we can come out top, man.
I think so too. I just really thought it was wild. You know, I know people always say, well, it depends on what the algorithm feeds you, who you interact with. You know, you'll find what you're looking for. We've talked about that before. There are good Ohio State fans out there. I brought one on for the Inside Insight show. That dude was nothing but respectful and had a ton of really good things to say about Miami. He said, bro, we have to find a way to stop Fletcher. Yeah, he was like, Malachi Tony is special. He was saying good things about Carson Beck and him playing in the NFL. You're going to have some good and some bad ones. But it was an overwhelming amount, like I said, that just thinks that there's no way Miami can even hang in this game. And I'm like, okay, haha, you know, like, you're trolling, good job. Let me DM him real quick. Okay, haha. You're like, what do you really think, though? Nah, Coop, for real. Like, y'all, it's disrespectful to even be on the field with us. And I'm just.
Have you noticed that the whole media everybody. Whatever happened to 2011? They're acting like we haven't played a game since the championship game. We whooped them up 28-6. Okay, was it the same teams? No, but does it matter? We still curb stomped them.
Yeah.
You know, they're acting like it was that long ago that we didn't play the Buckeyes. You know, I mean, we curb stomped them the last time we played them. You know, I mean, so let's all be real.
And at the end of the day,
Dame,
though, like if somebody is watching this, don't take it the wrong way. This is part of what makes it fun, though. I think it's funny whenever, you know, you get to go back and forth like this and a fan base is just super confident. There's no way they can lose the game. And to see the looks on their faces and read the reactions if Miami does, in fact, win will be priceless. Imagine ringing it. Like, think about this. We kick off at 7:30. So, what, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30? Yeah, if the game's over with at like 11:30. But imagine 30 minutes later, toasting to 2026 and Miami moving on to the next step in the college football playoffs. And after all that yapping they've done, I can't imagine a better way to start the year.
Our NIL.
True, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's bringing that up right now that we're cashed in on the NIL because remember, the ACC made it to where if you win in the championship games, you win, all that money goes right to your pocket.
Yeah.
So
got more money than we know what to do with. Good grief. Going to have to start burning it or giving it away or something. I don't know.
Well, they can. I know where they can send some of it.
You and me both. All right, bro. I got you locked in. 23-17. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Pat Max for me.
I'll do it,
man. We'll see you tomorrow when we win.
Yep, sounds good.
12-2.
Let's do it. All right, peace, bro. Yeah, like I said, it's all in good fun. I just, you know what I always do every time somebody starts running their mouth a lot about the game, right? Keep digging it. Come on, please. All the time people will be like, man, Coop, you brought on this guy that talks about Ohio State or Florida State or whatever, and you just let him run his mouth. And I say, perfect. You got to understand, it's all part of the plan. I want them to have to eat those words. I want them to feel a little bit embarrassed after the game. Come on, man. And I would hope they would do the same to me. I was opening it back up. That's right. Joel did lose a bet to George, and Joel paid the man 500 buckaroos. You did get it, George? He told me he was going to send it to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We officially have what might be Ohio State's biggest hater on the line with us tonight, Mr. Chris Gaffney.
Thank you very much. Oh, man. You ready for this shit tomorrow, man?
It's weird because it's still almost like it hasn't registered. I don't know how to explain it. I'm beyond hype. I'm so freaking excited that I don't plan on sleeping a wink tonight. But are we really here? Are we really playing in the quarterfinals against Ohio State? The game we wanted? We got it?
Yeah, man. This is crazy. What a year.
Because you did. I'm guessing you were with the crowd that wanted this game, right? A chance to play them.
Yes, but I very much wanted it to be for the championship in Miami.
Yeah,
that would have been.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it'll be sweet nonetheless. I mean tomorrow I will be with 2 Ohio State fans and some Miami fans and a bunch of people at this big New Year's party we do every year, and so I will have some good video to share with you.
Perfect.
Some, Ohio State fans just absolutely crying.
I want to see the tears flowing. Yes.
This is what it takes.
Isn't it great though to be in a position like
on the side of your helmet?
Let's seize
if
the
we
moment.
lose and it's
Super
close,
excited. Cheers, Co-op.
This, but I'm okay. Candidly,
this
year is such a big step up. We're moving in the right direction. I just don't want to get blown out.
Thank you for
Right.
saying that, because you were here whenever, I kind of hinted at that at the beginning, and I just don't know how to word it without people think it's me trying to plug in a built-in excuse or it's loser talk. Because like you said, this is if you go out there and you lose, but you lose by 3, this season, no matter how upset you want to be, was progress. In the playoffs, missed the conference championship, but you're in the playoffs. Okay, well, Duke and Virginia were in the conference championship. Are either one of them playing in the playoffs for a chance to win a natty? No, we are. It's progress. It's at least 11 wins minimum right now, and this is a team that is considered, whether we like them or not or believe it or not, is considered a top tier good team. They won the national championship last year. So if you make this game competitive, I do feel like it's not unreasonable to say that Canes fans could kind of sit back and have a little smile on their face. We want to win it, of course, but just saying.
I mean, obviously, right? And it'll be so much fun. Because again, the Ohio State fans, like this dude that's talking about no talent, which is just okay.
He's trolling, right?
I don't know, man. I mean, look, they got their delusional fans. We have ours.
We do, yeah.
We certainly have plenty of ours, right? Yeah, man. Here's my take. My take is I think Ohio State is the best team we've played all year, and I think we're the best team that Ohio State's played all year.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a good game. That's my gut.
What do you think about Ryan Day calling the plays?
Dude, he's a solid coach.
Yeah. He is.
I think the variable that has me the most intrigued
your helmet.
is...
Hold on, you care to pause
I have
just
been
a second.
through
It's going to read
this
this
before
out.
when
I don't
was ready
want
to
to
explode.
cut you off.
Okay, go ahead.
They are at that point now. I felt it at Orange Bowl 84. I feel it for sure now. Stop this losing stuff, please.
Losing stuff? Hold on, Richard. I got Miami winning. I'm on the Cane train. We'll dive more into it here in a second. Sheslow, thank you for the 20. I put you atop the throne. We'll revisit that. And Richard, thank you, bro. Go ahead. I didn't want it to be speaking over you, so.
I got to take a break a second.
Go ahead. No, you're good. You're good.
Imagine being named George and having to change your name because you were so embarrassed over your team this year, and then you come on the channel and you talk shit. Like, I just, anyways, sorry. Didn't mean to, take a curve there, but I'm interested to see. I think it's like two variables, one for each side. If Beck throws a bunch of interceptions, we're going to get pulverized. But it would not shock me if we get more pressure on their QB than he's ever experienced. And he's a freshman, I believe. Maybe he's a redshirt freshman. I don't know. First year, whatever. It'll be super interesting to see how he holds up under that pressure, and what's life look like if he throws 2 or 3 interceptions.
It's true. We talk about how a lot of the Ohio State players have been on the big stage. They've been here before. It's Sayan's first year as a starter, and he has impressive numbers. But if Carson Beck can come out and have a good game, he should be poised and in control. He's a veteran.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody said it, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, their 2 receivers scare the shit out of me, but can they, can they get themselves enough time to throw to them? I don't know. And then, this whole thing with Beck, and I can't figure it out. Like, I was looking at the stats of Sayan and Beck. I think Sayan's got six interceptions and Beck has 10. And I get, like, he threw like whatever it was, 6 in 2 games. But it's 4 more interceptions, but people talk like it's the guy throws 3 picks a game.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I'm stoked. Just happy to be here. And I I did want to take you one more curve here. Where are all the Fire Mario people? I haven't seen that up lately on your stream. Are they still out there whining and complaining?
Let me get the binoculars. I think they're up in the nosebleeds. Yeah, but I can't. These binoculars aren't strong enough. I can't see. I can't tell. I couldn't tell you for sure.
Did they pop back out if we lose this game? Fire Mario, he sucks.
See, that's where, like we were talking about. Can you really, like I said, it sounds like loser talk, but can you really jump on that after you just went to the CFP quarterfinals? And if it's a game,
I mean, let's say we lose by 21 points and Ohio State wins the whole thing. Like, there's so many variables in this. You know, it's again, I'm going to be sitting with the Ohio State fans. So for everybody, it's going to like,
I'll be praying for you.
Not a real fan or whatever. I'm not saying that I would enjoy that whatsoever. I'll be okay with it. You know,
if anyone questions if you have any sort of love for Ohio State, then there's something very wrong with them.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do think that everybody missed out on like their top 3 keys to the victory, like, and they left all the referee shit out of it. I still believe the best player on the Ohio State team is the dude that bribes the referees every year. Yeah, I think I'm interested to see how that whole thing plays out. Because I will tell you, I got a chance to feel like an Ohio State fan last week when we threw that dude five yards out of bounds when we hit him, and we didn't get the penalty thrown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was shocked when that didn't happen, but you know that's the world that they live in. So, anyways.
Well, Chris, years in the making. We've been waiting for this moment. I do need numbers from you.
All right. So purely because I want to have a little fun, and I'm just hoping that this is a scenario. I'm going to go with the kind of more what I hope happens. So I'm going to go with 31-21 Miami. And for all the Ohio State fans out there saying there's no way that we'll score that many points, I'm basing it off of a couple turnovers that lead to points.
Okay. That's fair.
So,
can you imagine if we were to hang 31 on them?
Dude, I'm praying. I mean,
I know.
The video that you will have tomorrow and the crying. Yeah. Let me ask you this. If we beat Ohio State, even if it was 28-21, 31-21, who's favored in the Georgia game? What I think will be the Georgia game.
Good question. It would be interesting then if Miami were to win in that way after being a 9.5-point dog. And I don't know. That's a really good question.
Right, and then can you imagine the drama of Beck going back?
Please, I want it. I want it so bad. Yeah, I made that video where I was like, Texas A&M is just kind of whatever. You know, it's fine. Talking about the drama and the headlines. Ohio State is obvious. History, Jeremiah Smith. You could go on and on. Georgia, Beck's former team. If Oregon were to continue to make it, Mario's former team. I mean, it's set up to be such a cool run if it happens in that way.
I mean, Georgia's coach saying, you know, if you leave our team, we want to play you. You know, we want you on the schedule. I mean, the media will have fun with that. So one last favor, and I'll dip out of here. Just when the Ohio State fans call in, okay, just start it off and ask them and say, was it pass interference? And if they say yes, then we know they're fucking homers and all the shit that they're about to say is absolutely going to be insane and we should just discount it. And if they admit the fact that was like the worst call in college football history, then dude, they're like grounded and we should take them serious.
Okay. I've made note of it.
All right, man. Hey, take care. Look
All
forward
right.
to tomorrow.
Appreciate you, man.
Dude, have a great one, man.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. We'll
All
see
right,
you
buddy.
then.
Take care, man.
Awesome to hear from Chris Gaffney. I had actually planned on bringing Chris on for some sort of show this week just because I know that man has a deep hatred for Ohio State. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with Chris multiple times in person. If you just utter the words Ohio State, you can just see a change in his body language, his face. It's not good. So I know that he really does not like them. It's just a short week, so it got kind of tough. It was really hard. I know people don't want to sit here and listen to me yap about that, but it was hard to get the content out this week on a short week like this. I want to give a shout out while I was on the phone there to Sheslow. Thank you very much for the big 20. Says, let's seize the moment. Super excited. Cheers, Coop. Same boat, man. Again, it's been that way with most Canes fans that we've interacted with leading up to this game. Same as Texas A&M. More excitement than anything else. And it feels good to be in that position where you're not in complete panic mode, freaking out before the game. Excited. I'm right there with you. What's up, Straight Street 6? Yeah, he got the check. I don't know if Joel is still in here, but that's really awesome of you, Joel, to do that. Taking care of George. Richard, also, thank you for the Big 10. I saw what you were saying. You weren't talking about me. You were talking about some of the people that were maybe picking against Miami. But I'm there. I think, again, I have respect for Ohio State when it comes to like the matchup, looking at this thing on paper. They've got some stars. They've got some playmakers. But so does Miami. And I fully think Miami is capable of winning this game. And, based off my prediction, that I think that they will. Let's open it back up. We'll take a few more phone calls. We won't go super long tonight. Like I said, kind of short, sweet, to the point, but we'll take a couple more. Get a couple more in here. $600. I know it's tough to get in. It's like playing the freaking lottery around here. All right. We've got a 757. Who we got tonight?
Hey, Coop. This is Frogman 139.
Frogman, what's up?
Hey, brother. This is the first time I've got
George,
through.
if we
Oh
win
my
tomorrow, do
God.
you change your name again?
So you've tried to get through, but just not had success in the past?
I haven't had success in months, brother. Love you, man.
I feel you. All right. Well, I'll save your number in the system now, so I'll be able to see it pop up there whenever you call in. Are you able, just real quick before we continue the conversation, can you turn the TV down just a little bit or whatever it's playing on? I just get like a little echo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on.
You good?
Okay, how we doing now?
We'll find out once we start talking. We'll see if we can hear it. So let me know from you as well. Is it more excitement, anxiety, nervousness? What are you thinking?
Coop, I swam for the University of Miami in 1975 and 1979.
Heck yeah.
I was a scholarship swimmer, and I've been a U fan since. And when I was there, we didn't win many football games, but the swimming team was close friends with the football team. And ever since, we've been friends. And I've touched base with them, been to the M Club events. And just recently, I met Ken Dorsey and Lamar Thomas personally.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
I was so excited to meet those guys, man. Holy crap. What a great group of people. I was just so excited they even talked to me. It was awesome, man. I love the U. I've been a fan for, 50 years now.
Longer than I've been alive.
And, yeah, I'm an old guy, man.
No, and that's
I'm
not a shot. I just mean, think about it. The things that you've seen, watching Miami, the ups and the downs, and still here.
Yeah, man. I've been a fan forever, brother. But for the last 23 years, I've been waiting for this game, Miami versus OSU, baby. And I think we match up well against them. I think our O-line and D-line are a little better than theirs. I think their linebackers might be a little better than ours. I think their D-backs, they're outstanding. So I don't know if they're better than ours or not. We'll find out tomorrow. The quarterbacks, we'll find out tomorrow. Hell, it's going to be a hell of a game. I hope it's close. And I'm ready to go to score, man, because I don't want to take up all your time.
All right, you're good. I got pen and paper in hand. You fire away when you're ready.
All right. My score, and it's been this way for the last week. I've been thinking about it. Miami 17, OSU 13, baby. The U wins. Move
17-13, Canes on top. Moving on out of the quarterfinals.
Yeah,
Man, Frogman, I got to tell you, I don't care, like I said, if it's by 1 point. Just get me the W. Let's beat Ohio State. Let's shut those guys up. Let's have some fun.
Hell yeah. Yeah, brother. I'm with you, brother.
Hey, man, Frogman, like I said, I'll save your number in there. I see you obviously been on the channel there for quite some time. I see the comments and the interaction and stuff, so I greatly appreciate it. I hope you know that, being part of the family here. And I just hope we can celebrate. I hope we can ring in the new year with a win. It would be so freaking cool.
Oh, me too, brother. And I'm with you, 100%.
All right, appreciate you, bro. We'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers.
All right, peace. Heck yeah, I love that. He's been Frogman's been on the channel for as long as I can remember. So that's really cool to have him see some success there getting through on the phone line. I also missed Mullet TV, aka Duck with the 2. My apologies, my friend. I pinned it up, but then it kind of like skipped it over on the dashboard over here. So thank you, Duck. He says, "We here. We are. We are." I appreciate you, M. Davis. We'll get it opened up, get a couple more in here. Chris came in with another 5. George, if we win tomorrow, do you change your name again? Got a little back and forth with Chris and George here. All right, it's open. I see BW Feldy trying to get in as well. Mr. Brian. Crip, what's going on?
Coop. I was trying to get in. It was pretty hard tonight.
Yeah, well, it didn't help that it was being kind of buggy at first. That made it tough.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Why did I do that like that?
Technology, man. Sometimes I think we should just dump it all. Let's start over. Let's go back to, trading, goods and things. Like if you need some work done on your house, you can give me a goat and we'll just do that. We don't need all this stuff. But then how would we watch these games and do these streams? Let's be real. Come on. Who am I kidding?
Well, to be honest, I literally didn't think I was going to get in tonight because how everything was acting. I don't like how that does that at the beginning like that.
Yeah, barter system. That's what I was trying to think of. Barter system. Well, Crip, I know if there's anybody in here that's not going to be scared to play Ohio State, you ain't scared of those guys, are you?
Of course not. Why? What?
Apparently we're supposed to be.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
You think
it's hard because I think it's gonna be close. I don't know. That's the thing. I just don't know. I know it's going to be tough. I want us to win. I believe we can. But if we get too many of those miscues, man, I don't think against Ohio State it's going to slide. Like, one miscue could end up to be a pick six, and then the next one,
No, I mean, to be fair, you could say the same about them. Look at the turnovers our defense has generated this season. It will be interesting, though, because
Beck throws interceptions when he's not comfortable. We'll see. I mean, I believe in the offensive line, but, we'll see what Beck's mentality is. And hopefully he's strong and prepared to unleash a nice, strong ball into some receivers. Yes, that would be great.
Yeah, hopefully we see a pissed off Dawson,
I'm not worried, but you don't know what kind of, if we get the good Beck, yes. If we get the Beck that's throwing a couple of picks.
So is that the major concern for you? That's what's got you freaked out a little bit, is Beck?
Is the way he likes to throw turnover? Yes.
Okay.
But what I saw in the two losses, if you really eliminate those mistakes and those two losses, we should be undefeated. There should be no question about it, but he threw a lot of interceptions, man.
Well, Chris,
I know he played at Georgia, and Georgia played a lot of big games, and I'm hoping that, but what I am liking is the fact that Brian Hartline is there, and the coach has got to call the plays. That might have a little juju to it.
Yeah, I'm choosing to lean into the negative side of that. But, I'm a Miami fan, so of course I'm going to view it from that angle.
Well, what I think is I don't think it's going to work at first, but after halftime, they're going to make adjustments.
So then we got to take advantage of it while we can, early in the game then.
Yeah. And have you ever seen us do that yet? No, we made mistakes. It's a slow burn for us. It sucks in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, here we go. We need to take advantage early. I don't know if Beck can handle that. We'll see. They did pay the big money for him.
I think it'll be all right.
I am, but his record is, a lot of interceptions on that record. Nice accuracy, but it could be better if he didn't have so many interceptions. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he didn't rack up yards through the air against A&M, but he didn't throw any interceptions.
He didn't throw any. Yeah. See, that's the thing. We could get into a slog. We're tough, both offensive and defensive line. But if Beck happens to make one mistake, it could, we need the momentum on offense. We're a momentum team. If that offense starts clicking, we're off to the races. But if he throws that interception, it's like starting all over again. And I don't think we can afford to do that against Ohio State. They've been in the playoffs ever since they came out. They're always there.
This is what it takes.
I don't know, Crip.
They know what
you're starting to sound a little more nervous and scared than I thought you were.
I'm not nervous, but I'm just.
I mean, you're allowed to be. I'm just asking.
I'm sketchy of Beck with his interceptions. I don't want them shits creeping up now. Yeah, now's not the time for interception Beck to show up. You know what I'm saying?
So what
if
do you?
He comes out crisp. Sometimes he ain't crisp, man. I want him to be crisp.
So what do you?
I want him to be.
What do you think in numbers wise? What do you got for me?
Well, I did have before you picked. I had what I picked. I thought it was gonna be 14-7 Miami.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna stick with your decision. I'm gonna go with what you picked because you do sleeper app and you are an expert in the lines and everything. So I do trust your decision. You You're basically my bookie when it comes to picking the score. You know.
I very much appreciate that. I'm far from an expert.
And I'm following the bookie's example.
I'm far from an expert. That's let's not toss that word around.
Well, you do pick on the sleeper app, and you do have experience picking on it. So let's not kid ourselves here, okay? You may not be an expert, but you're better at it than most. Well, let's not kid ourselves here.
Well, I'll put you down then, Crip. I'll put you down.
There's a reason why you do it. You know, good at it.
All right. Well, I got you locked in then.
And I believe in you.
20-17. Let's see if we can put $600
homie,
in your pocket, Crip.
As my homie, I believe in you to put $600 in my pocket.
Imagine kicking off the new year with an extra $600.
What? Oh,
This
I'm
is what it
hungry.
takes.
And a Miami W.
To where the you.
Happy New Year to
I
you
get a
and family.
gigantic
I hope you
fucking
have a
Chick-fil-A.
prosperous and healthy 2026. Beck and Fletcher.
Crip, I appreciate you, man. We'll move on to the next one here, but I got you locked in, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate you, bro.
Have a good night, Coop.
All right, peace.
Peace.
I was just trying to find out. He was freaking me out a little bit there because he sounded a bit nervous. Hey, Frogman 1397, thank you so much for the 2. No message, but just dropping 2, showing some love. Thank you, my friend. It was good to get you on the line tonight. Let's do that more often. Let's do it in 2026 in January. How about it? Let's make it happen. Richard, appreciate you for the 10. Showing some more love. Happy New Year to you and your family. Hope you have a prosperous and healthy 2026. Beck and Fletcher. I'm not really, I understand where Crip is coming from, and I know that a lot of people get hung up on those interceptions, but I'm not super concerned with that going into this game with Beck. I think he'll be okay. I kind of lean on the experience again there, fully acknowledging that it wasn't a crazy big game for him through the air against A&M. But it was very windy. That could affect some of the throws also. And I was just happy that he didn't throw a pick in that one. So, I mean, like we said, ball security will be huge, but I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be all right. Good to see you, Chris Brown. Get a couple more in before we call it tonight. We got a big day tomorrow. Got a lot of work to do before 7:30 tomorrow night. Straight Street 6. That was quick. How are you?
What up? How you doing, man? Happy New Year.
I'm doing good. Happy New Year to you as well. Straight.
All right, well.
Sorry, I was writing your name down.
I've been saying it to everybody.
All right, hit us with it.
Carson Beck's issue is all based on our O-line. Our 2 losses were strictly because our O-line had pre-snap penalties. We literally had, I believe it was the Louisville game, a big play, possible touchdown called back because of pre-snap illegal motion. We had false starts. We've had holdings. Not to mention we've had injuries during those times too. But Carson Beck had everything on his back strictly because of our O-line and all the penalties we did. So everybody's scared of the penalties. You take those 2 losses, 6 of those interceptions out of the 10. That is what we're all scared about with Carson Beck and his interceptions. Ever since SMU, our O-line has played so much cleaner, even against Texas A&M. We played smarter because of the wind in Texas A&M because that was a huge factor.
Right, you had to kind of work around that. You did.
We did keep the ball out of Carson's hands, but not because we didn't trust him, but because we didn't trust the wind. We didn't trust where the ball was going to go. I mean, the only downfield pass was the one that Reed threw. Other than that, nobody threw downfield. So
that's true. He racked up a lot of his passing yards off of that big one. Who was that? To Craver? I can't remember who he hit, but yeah.
And he barely got it because it was behind. The wind was behind Reed, and it was sailing. So he almost didn't even get that ball. So that was just all on offense. Period.
Yeah, and I mean, look at. I have his stats on the screen right now. it's not ignoring the SMU loss. It's just what Miami has done since then. So we're looking at the tail end, of the season here, closing out the final 4 games of the regular season and that playoff game. I mean, Beck's numbers are not bad at all. He's only thrown 1 pick in the last 5 games.
To wear the U.
Yeah.
On the side
Exactly.
of your helmet.
That's what I'm saying. And guess
OH
what?
lets
We were
GOOO
minimal
Bucks.
in all
Bucks
penalties, especially
34
on
to
O-line.
14.
Yep.
Most of our penalties came off of other stuff, personal fouls, big penalties. It wasn't pre-snap, false starts, illegal motions, nothing like that. So the way I see it, if our O-line stays clean, stays disciplined, and allows us to actually play the game plan that because again, when you get behind the chains on penalties, Dawson's got to change the play call. He's got to get us back ahead of the chains. So therefore, it's got to get in the air. And not saying Carson didn't have struggles. Yes, he literally cost us both games. Overtime and a drive down the field to win the game against Louisville with 4 picks or 3 picks previous in Louisville. Like, we had a chance with 3 interceptions and had a possibility to win. And in SMU, like, we had bad games and we still had an opportunity to win those games. It's not like we got beat because Beck was just throwing picks and costing us the game. Our O-line cost us the game because our O-line cost Beck to be in that position to cost us the game, is the way I've seen it.
I got you. That makes
Everybody
sense.
just wants, like, I've looked at Pate, I've looked at the Bussin' with the Boys, like, all of the podcasters, all they're saying is Carson Beck, Carson Beck, Carson Beck. And yes, Carson Beck, I agree. Carson Beck cost us those games at the end. But our O-line put us in that position to put Beck on that spot.
Fair. I got you.
And
I'm
then,
with you.
like, we can literally say that we had those games in grasp, even with all those problems.
Yeah, and I see, just so people understand and make sure, because I'm pretty sure I'm on the same page with you. You're still, it's not like you're not holding Beck accountable for throwing the pick in the first place. You're just acknowledging that they put him in kind of a piss poor position there, and maybe he kind of had to do something a little extra to make something happen. Dawson maybe had to change up the play a little bit. It just put him in a bad spot. They didn't help him out.
We got off game plan.
Yeah.
Like, the game plan changed. We had to change up because I believe it was just off of the SMU and the Louisville game. It was like 20 to 23 penalties, and like 15 of those were pre-snap, strictly off our O-line. So if we can stay disciplined on the O-line, not have pre-snaps problems, I see us being definitely in the game and probably taking ahead of the game, because everything before and after those 2 games, we were looking good. Carson looked good. Everybody was like, Carson Beck is elite. I mean, if you take, again, those interceptions and you look at for what it is, his accuracy and his percentages would be right on par with second.
Yeah.
Like, we would be looking at these as the 2 elite quarterbacks facing each other. So I agree with everybody what they're saying, that Carson Beck needs to be on his A game. That is fact. But the reason for everything that happened that everybody's criticizing Carson for is not what they're saying. It is strictly the O-line. Like, I'm putting most of the blame on the O-line for putting that on Beck. And yes, Beck is accountable. He's the one that cost us. He literally threw game-ending INTs in both of those games. So
Right.
yes, I still hold him accountable, but there's deeper reasons for that than just saying, oh, he threw picks and cost us a game. Oh, he threw picks, he cost us a game too. Like 6 picks in those 2 games. Yes, it happened. But
Right,
we
kind
were
of trying to look
behind
a
the chains
little
for
deeper
no reason.
than just the surface level.
Yeah,
with
and
it.
like I said, I've watched all kinds of podcasts through this week, and all I keep hearing, like with C-Ball, Get Ball, with Pollock, everybody's saying, oh, Beck needs to be on point. Yes, he does need to be on point. But so does our O-line, so that we don't have to put all that weight on that man. If our O-line is right, we're good. That's how I see it.
So with that being said, the score prediction you're about to give me is going to let me know if you think that they can handle business, if they're up to the task against the Buckeyes. What are you thinking?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with 17-13. Miami 17. Ohio State 13.
This is what it take.
17-13, Canes on top for Straight Street 6.
Carson Beck just threw an interception to
See, here we
Caleb
go.
Downs.
We
Caleb
welcome the
Downs to
Ohio
10
State
the 5
fans.
touchdown pick,
Yep.
6 inches.
So they're already playing out Beck throwing a pick 6 to Caleb Downs. We'll see, bro. All right.
I mean, again,
We'll see.
you know what? I'll even come back, even if he throws picks. Guess what? Only one pick out of all, like, yes, there were 2 picks that cost the game's end, but only one interception actually got points all year long. And that was SMU. They scored a touchdown right after he threw an interception in that game, his first INT. Other than that, all other interceptions got 0 points. So our defense is saying, we got you back.
And it works out. I've been waiting for Brew to jump in here. I know he's a big Ohio State fan. So this is about to get real fun here for a minute.
I'm not worried about the people because I'm talking like I say Ohio State's got the same type of players we got as far as elite level, top level players, but we are sound. When we are sound, we can't be beat. We've only beat ourselves and put other teams in the position to beat us, and still had an opportunity to win those 2 games that we lost.
It's true. We lost by 6 and 3.
They can all talk what they want.
All right. I got you in.
All right,
17-13,
yep.
bro. And I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be here.
Sir. All right, man.
All right. Peace, bro.
Bye.
My man, Brew, I was hoping you would check in at least for a few minutes tonight so we could chop it up. He says, let's go B word. Not going to say that part. But he says Ohio State on top 34-14. Thank you for the 5, Brew. We'll see what the people think about that one. That's a 20-point win.
On the side of your helmet.
Ohio fan here and trying to call no luck. Wager?
What do you want to do? What do you got in mind? We could kind of go back and forth. Let me know. Wesley, also another Ohio State fan. They're here. They're here, guys. They've infiltrated the stream. Just kidding. We welcome you. Brew also with another 5. Thank you. Thank you. 14, huh? But 30, 34 for Ohio State. Mm-hmm. You got beat by SMU? We did. But I'm going to show you something here. Hold on. Give me a second. Miami did lose to SMU. Gamer Blake, hey, I appreciate you being here, bro. I see you, my man. Are you a Miami fan? I can't tell what the profile pic is. Let me show you something, Matt. Miami did in fact lose to SMU. It's official. You can go to any website. You can check it. We have acknowledged it. But here's what's funny. Here we are. Playing Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl in the quarterfinals. And I'll be honest, it's not making excuses, but anything that we did when it comes to taking those losses, it don't really matter. We're right here. We ended up in the same spot as you. Yeah, you got the bye. Yeah, you're 2, we're 10. The point I'm trying to make is we're right here in the quarterfinals. If you were awarding a GOAT for the winning score prediction, there would be a lot more. Hey, Chris Brown. Hey, I think if you were trying to get in, my apologies. I know it's been kind of a wonky night since the phone line was weird there at the beginning. I probably got like one more in me. And I know people are going to be like, come on, it's Ohio State. What are we doing? 24-hour stream? We got a lot of stuff to prepare for tomorrow. It's a big, 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 big night tomorrow, obviously. So we'll maybe take like one more. And then we'll try to wrap it up here. There's Hey, Chris Brown. Hey, I think
This is what
Hello?
it takes.
Hey, am I on?
On the side of your helmet.
I change
Hello?
it 31
It's
to 24.
it's
Does that
George.
score bring back memories?
George who?
George Smith. Go Gators. I'm watching you on the internet. I want to make my guess.
I'm just kidding. I know who you are, George. I got your number
All right,
saved
give
in
me.
here.
Awesome.
So Joel really
I-
sent
I-
you the 500?
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you.
I texted him and said thank you.
Think about this. And what other channel? Like, let me reword that.
No
What
other channel is the answer.
You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not propping
Yeah.
up my channel. That's not what I wanted people to understand.
But
I'm not trying to boast or
it's
prop it.
true.
No, but what I'm saying
It's
is just
true.
the connections some people make here, like in the community. It's pretty freaking cool, isn't it?
Right, and he's a Florida State fan on a Miami channel, and I'm a Gator on a Miami channel, and there's people from all other teams here. I don't know why this works.
And he
like
mailed
it
you a
does,
check
but
for 500 buckaroos.
unbelievable. I knew there was no chance I was winning that bet, and they just fell apart at the end of the year. It's unbelievable. I can't believe they didn't win a total of 7 games. That was the bet.
Yeah.
And my lousy stinking Gators are the one that kept them from even having an opportunity to win 7 by beating them at that last game. That they only won 5 freaking games all year. It's hard to believe, ain't it?
You know,
Yeah.
it's a heavy burden to have to carry the state of Florida, but I think Miami is up to the task and they're ready to lock in and do it for many years to come.
The Gators program sucks so bad right now. I'm happy
True.
for you guys.
Yeah, it's true.
You've suffered for 20 freaking years,
Yeah.
and after that, it starts not being fun anymore, joking with somebody. You needed to have a few winning seasons so we can go back to joking around about each other. Like when you just lose for 20 years, it's just no fun anymore. So I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I don't think you're going to win tomorrow, but you still did great. Good year.
Well, now keep in mind, George, and I'm not trying to persuade you one way or another. Ohio State's a 9.5-point favorite. $600 on the line before you give me these numbers and we lock it in. I'm ready.
I'm going to have to go with 30-20 Ohio State wins and covers.
This is what it takes
Can you say that one more time?
to wear the U.
I'm not trolling. I was
20.
distracted. 30-20.
Crazy FSU
Yeah,
only
Ohio
had 5
State wins.
wins. How many wins did Florida have again?
I'm giving you more credit than some people. Some people don't think you can score 14. I'll give you 20.
30-20, Ohio State on top from George, the Florida Gator.
And I don't mind if you actually win the game. I'd be so excited for you guys. I don't hate Miami.
I know we're a lot of people's second favorite team. A lot of Florida
Yeah,
State
I
fans,
wouldn't go
Florida
that
fans.
far,
I'm
but-
not even trying to be funny. I know a lot of people that like another team and they're like, I kind of have a soft spot for Miami. Like, don't tell anybody. And I'm not going to name drop. I'm not putting anybody on blast. But
Right.
I know there are several people out there. I'm just saying.
Well, look, I'm 65 years old. I was a young man when Howard Snellenberger brought you your first national title. And it was just fun back then. Even though I'm a Gator, I was happy. You were doing good. We did good. We used to be ranked 1 and 2 all the time. It was fun. Good Miami, good Gators. Now, my shit's fell apart. But you guys have a chance. You beat them tomorrow. Oh, hell. All hell's going to break loose. And
Yeah. And George, before we get out of here, I got you locked in with your prediction. You're the first person tonight on the phone line to predict Ohio State to win. Chris donated 5.
No way.
And yep, you're the first person. Chris
Wow.
donated and wanted to ask you. He said, "How many wins did Florida have again?"
Florida, it's. I think we had 5.
I don't
we didn't
remember.
win 6.
I legit do not
It's
remember.
It's 4 or 5. As embarrassing as that is, I think we had 5. I know we didn't have 6. If we had 6, we'd be in a ball game.
So who had more, you or Florida State?
I think maybe we both ended up with 5 wins.
Okay.
Isn't that terrible?
It's pretty bad, yeah. Well, George.
Damn. Hunter 24/7 just said we're 2 spots behind FSU. We're currently ranked 35 in the FPI. 2 spots behind FSU. Shake my head. Yeah, it's true, man. I'm not buying into this new coach and all this shit. All our players are transferring. We lost DJ. I'm so tired of this shit. A new coach every couple of years, and I've always backed them all, but starting to lose heart a little bit.
Like you said, it starts to get to the point where it's not real fun, and it's too late now because we're in the playoffs. But just let me know. I keep those applications on file. I've got it on my computer, so you've got my number.
Maybe if I trip and bump my head or something like that. And otherwise,
I'm just letting you know the offer's out there.
All right.
All
Hey,
right.
good luck, in all honesty, tomorrow. I'd rather lose the bet and have you guys win so you can have another playoff show. That'd be so great.
Thank you, George. We do appreciate that. We love George. You're a good dude. Thank you for coming in here and chopping it up with us and going back and forth. It means a lot. I really
Good luck to all
appreciate
you.
it. So
I got no connection to Ohio State. I don't care if you beat their ass.
all right, George. We'll see you tomorrow,
Later.
bro.
All right, bye.
All right, peace. Go figure, though, the one person to get through on the line and predict a Miami loss is a Florida fan. Brew came in and dropped another 5. And Wesley, I'm not ignoring you. If you put a message, just put it again. I might have missed it because we picked up the phone call right there. I got your 2. Trying to call in, no luck. Can you give me a shout out on your show or after the game if they win, or I will call in and give you a shout out yourself if they lose. You can text this number too if you want, Wesley. The 865-229-4131. I do get texts at that number as well. So if you want to try to work something out, I do have some work and stuff I'm doing tonight, but I'll have my phone on me. Text the number if you can't get through, and we can try to work something out for sure. Thank you for the love, and I can put it out. Yeah, I'll let it be known. I don't mind the crazy bets. I've done some stupid things. I've dyed my hair. I've done some stuff. Paid up a couple losing bets. So we'll see. Brew also there with the 5 said, I changed it to 31-24. Does that score bring back memories? Nope. It's good to see you in here tonight too, Lisa. They drink Haterade. Yeah, I see a lot of people referencing the TCU game. We might wrap it up for tonight just so we can really be ready to go for the game tomorrow. That's the important part. Be well rested, ready to bring that energy. 14-13. I didn't really keep up with TCU or USC this season. Didn't watch a lot of their games. Are you on lightning rounds? I think we're actually going to wrap it up for tonight. A little bit of a shorter show. I mean, a 2-hour stream. But I just want to make sure we're ready. I have some, again, I know people don't want to hear this, but I have some tech stuff behind the scenes that's been a bit of an issue that I need to work the kinks out before tomorrow so everything can go off without a hitch during the watch party. So I want to make sure that everything's working as it should so we don't have any issues. And it's going to take me, I might be up all night. So we'll probably call it there. Hey, there should be another call-in show, right? Hoping. Yep. I appreciate you hanging out tonight, Blake. Fletcher isn't going to sniff 60 yards. We'll see. Because it might be Pringle. It might be Pringle with 100. And that kind of limits how much Fletcher gets. So I see the angle. I see what we're doing here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get into I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses, Taylor, or get into the geek speak or the tech talk, but I'm having a few issues that I'm actively monitoring, and I got to get it worked out by tomorrow. Thankfully, it's a night game, 17-14. Okay. I like it. I'll take it. As long as it's got Miami on top, I'll take it.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
All right, Co-op, been real kicking it with you this year. See ya next year, go Bucks.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bro. I appreciate all the love tonight. Sheslow owning the board with the big 20. Thank you, my friend. I know, again, a lot of people were trying to get through tonight. My apologies if we didn't get you in. We do this tonight before every game, and I'm hoping and praying that there's a couple more games in January. If I seemed a little off tonight, it's just been a weird couple of days, and like I said, I got some tech stuff going on and whatnot that's taking some of my attention over to the side here. So we'll bring that energy tomorrow, trust me. We will be ready to go. We've waited for a moment like this, and just so grateful and thankful for an opportunity to be on a stage like this with the world watching. Miami, Ohio State. What else am I supposed to say? What else do I need to say? I'm not nervous. I'm excited. And I'm ready to see how this thing plays out. And I'll close with saying, once again, I predicted Miami to win. But I think it's going to be close. And again, anyone who is just fully counting Miami out, I just don't understand. I don't know how you think that they're not capable of winning, or that you think that it won't be competitive. We've been talking about it for days and days. But we'll see. At the end of the day, all this is just talk. It's all on paper stuff. We'll find out tomorrow who actually walks away with a win. Texas did put up 166 on them. That's true. Yep. Exactly. Got to knock off the defending champs, and that's no small task. It's a big deal. Don't think it'll be easy. But I think we do it. Just like every week, if I can plug something, do me a favor tonight. If you can't sleep, most of us probably won't, go watch the Inside Insight show. I'm telling you, Colton was a level-headed Ohio State fan that did prop up Ohio State at times, but also acknowledged the things that Miami does really well. It's a really good listen. He drops some knowledge about Ohio State. I always think it's fun to get the perspective of the opponent, one of their fans or someone who covers them. I've always thought that's really fun, just to kind of see what they think. So check it out if you get a chance. You know what to do. I'll see y'all tomorrow.